Picture this. A young doctor, fresh out of medical school, feeling a bit lost, yet fueled with a desire to make a real difference. That was me. Then came an invitation from my friend, an architect, to attend the Venice Biennale. The Venice Biennale is this magical event attracting architects from all over the world. It displays the intersection of art, architecture, and culture. As I wandered through exhibitions, groundbreaking designs, innovative ideas, something clicked. I started to see architecture not only as structures, but as living, breathing entities that shape our lives. Have you ever walked into the building and felt an immediate sense of calm? Or conversely, unease? This isn't a coincidence, it's the power of architecture at work. I believe that our health and well-being are closely connected to the spaces we inhabit. At the Architectural Biennale, I started to understand that architecture was affecting my well-being, and I was eager to explore this topic further. In my opinion, the buildings, the spaces, the cities that surround us are not just backdrops to our lives. They are active participants in our health journey. John Eberhard, a founder of Academy of Neuroscience for Architecture, believed that by understanding the interactions between our brains and our environments, we can create spaces that significantly enhance our well-being and performance. And I'm aligned with this vision. So my name is Natalia Olszewska, and I'm a space doctor. It doesn't mean I wear an astronaut suit and a lab coat over it. Instead, I'm an interdisciplinary professional with a background in medicine, neuroscience, and neuroscience applied to architecture. My mission is to optimize the experience of people in buildings in which they live and work. As a space doctor, I don't prescribe drugs, I prescribe architectural elements. So imagine going to your doctor and walking out with a prescription for a new design of living room or workspace. My traditional journey started in medicine. It was tough, especially for a rather creative student, at least per standards of med school. But my biggest issue with medicine was its sole focus on disease rather than health and prevention. So to use a space doctor metaphor, it's like focusing on repairing a spaceship after it crashes rather than designing it to avoid asteroids in the first place. That day in Venice sparked a passion, and it would take me more than a decade to put it into life. I started to travel across Europe, engaging in multiple studies, and eventually I fulfilled my dream of connecting medicine and architecture. But why is this connection so vital? In developed nations, we spend 90% of our time indoors. This fact only underscores the importance of designing homes, schools, offices, public facilities in order to enhance our well-being alongside ecological considerations. Think about it. How often do we consider the impact of architectural elements on our health? Air quality, sound, light, spatial organization, materials, colors, geometries, the absence or presence of nature. These are just some of the elements that impact our mental and physical well-being. Architecture can be like vitamins nourishing us, or like junk food depleting us. Yet, for a long time, architecture has been focused on these three characteristics of buildings: utility, how useful a building is; strengths, how sturdy it is; and aesthetics, how visually pleasing it is. Today, in 21st century, we've got a great opportunity to elevate architecture on another levels. Alongside utility, strengths, and aesthetics, we should think about health. And we can achieve it through the collaboration, interdisciplinary collaboration between human sciences and architecture. Let me give you a practical example of how this collaboration can transform spaces. So, a couple of years ago, as a member of interdisciplinary team that I work with, we were engaged in design of a new office space. Our goal was to transform usually overlooked space, the corridor, and create something that would enhance the well-being of people. So the idea was not only the idea was to create internal promenade that would not only connect different parts of the office, but we wanted also to create a sanctuary for employees under workspace stress. Our team asked a question, didn't ask the question what the space is, but what it should do. And our idea was that the space should reduce stress, enhance focus, and foster stronger connection with the place. We gave to architects very precise, science-informed guidelines on spatial organization of the corridor, materials, lights, colors, and they were implemented. The outcome was super positive. We gathered really overwhelmingly positive feedback from users. They have a space where they can have a walk, they can clear their minds, come back to workstations, refocused. On top of that, this project was appreciated last year during a prestigious competition called Frame. And we were really glad because international jury not only appreciated for ecological considerations, but also for this intent to support well-being of users. So this is personal experience, but it's aligned with broader research findings. We already have strong evidence connecting, for example, the impact of light or nature elements on our well-being. Just to give you some examples. For example, the research by Xiao and colleagues published in 2021 showed that light exposure during the day is very important for healthy sleep patterns, optimization of our cognitive function, of our thinking, and enhancement of mood. Another example, Yin and colleagues back in 2018 showed that incorporation of nature elements in the office can reduce blood pressure, can enhance short-term memory, and optimize emotional well-being. But there's more, because we're just beginning to understand how the very forms and shapes of the building affect our brain and stress levels. So, for example, my colleague, Natalia, we worked together with her colleagues back in 2022, published an interesting article showing that people rather prefer curvilinear forms, soft, smooth edges, compared to angular forms, because these forms reduce stress. So this research highlights the importance of incorporation of such forms in design of spaces which could reduce stress. I could go like this for a while, but instead of that, let me pose the question. We know all these things, they are scientifically proven, then why this information is not incorporated in every architectural design? So the truth is that there are some obstacles when it comes to implementation of scientific findings in the real world. So just to mention some of them, it's lack of knowledge, lack of comprehension, stubbornness, conservatism, skepticism, ego, changing trends, and lack of interdisciplinary collaboration. I must say that many architects and developers are just set in their ways and they prioritize costs or aesthetics over health. Very often we hear that it's just a passing trend or it's just not worth of expense. In order to overcome this problem, we need to shift paradigm and we need to change our mentality. We need to understand that architecture is not about buildings, it's about people. We need also to value the long-term benefits of incorporation of health-focused design that I believe would be, for example, reduced healthcare costs, enhanced productivity, or higher quality of life. Remember, architectural forms affect your brain, affect stress levels, affect your health. And now that you're aware of that, imagine a future where every space is intentionally designed to enhance your well-being, your productivity, your performance. And we can achieve it through interdisciplinary collaboration between human sciences, neuroscience, psychology, and architecture. It's not a dream, it's not utopia, it's a tangible goal. So in order to make a step towards this goal, back in 2020, I co-founded, together with my colleague Michal Matloń, a platform which is called Venetian Letter. And this is where you can learn some basic principles in order to design cities and spaces which are good for people. Now, imagine future. Let's advocate together for human-focused design. Imagine a space like office space, for example, which optimizes your focus and helps you to achieve peak productivity effortlessly. Imagine a school for your children, which supports their creativity and helps them with memory retention. Imagine a hospital which accelerates your healing process, all through its thoughtful design. We can achieve this transformation, this paradigm shift collectively. So no matter if you're an architect, a policymaker, a scientist, or just concerned citizen, your voice can add to this transformation. Your voice is your power. Use it. Thank you.